Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have created this really smoky, cranberry, wintry eye look for you. I also showed how I did the face makeup too. So if you would like to see how I create this look as a whole, then please keep watching. So now that I am completely barefaced, I'm going to start with just prepping my skin for any makeup that we're going to put on. I first like to tone using my Pixie Glow Tonic. I absolutely love this stuff. It literally helps with my skin so much, although I am breaking out a little bit, but that's fine. Do you know what? That happens, we're all human. So I like to put it on one of my reusable cotton pads. I really highly recommend these because I recently learned that cotton wool pads aren't actually recyclable, which is mad. I never knew that. This is the thing. You just don't know things until you like research it. But yeah, highly recommend these. They're reusable. They're really, really good. You can just stick them in the wash and then they're ready to go again. Okay, now that I'm all toned up, I like to moisturize. Now, if you know me, I have a really big love for aloe vera. This just goes to show how much I love it. I have a pot of it the size of my head. This is literally amazing and this is going to last me so long, so blessed. I love it. And I just get a little bit and just massage it into my face. One of my biggest fears in life is aging badly, and I know that sounds really shallow, but like it scares me because I know on the inside I'll feel young and I just don't want to look old on the outside. So I do everything I can to keep this youthful glow that I have. Last thing I do for my skin before we go ahead with any makeup is I like to use a radiance balm. The one that I like to use is from Botanix. This is their All Bright Radiance Balm with hibiscus. So the postman just came and delivered the most ridiculously heavy parcel I've ever received in my life. I literally was at the door trying to shuffle it in on the floor. Woo! Right, I absolutely love this stuff. I've raved about it before. I'm gonna rave about it again. It gives a really nice glow underneath your makeup without being too intense, and that's what we like. Right, that is that applied. This literally makes my skin look so much nicer. So now we're going to move on to eyes. When I do like a more heavy kind of eye look, I like to do my eyes first. So to begin the eye look, I like to use a P. Louise base. I use it in the shade 1, Rumor. I got this quite a while ago and it's literally not gone down. This product lasts for ages and it's honestly industrial. It keeps my eyeshadow on. It'll probably keep it on for days if I left it, but I'm, you know, not that unhygienic. But I absolutely love this stuff. It's really good. So I like to pop a little bit on my eyelids. I don't know whether to zoom you in, but I don't know if that's going to be too scary. Okay, that's enough. I don't want to scare any kids at home. Then I like to use a fluffy buffing brush, but just a little one. And I like to, yeah, just blend this in all over my lids. That is all blended out and I look terrifying. I am going to be dipping into 2 different palettes today. I'm going to be taking my Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This palette is a beauty. It's literally every kind of shade that I like to use in a palette. I really like it. And then I'm going to be using the Revolution Soph X palette. Can you see? There we go. You can also see my camera. Say hi. I really like this palette too. This is honestly so good and the shadows are so pigmented and really easy to blend. Revolution like eyeshadows are pretty darn good. So from the Soph X palette, I'm going to be dipping into the shade 21. So pigmented, this palette, literally. Next, I'm going to be dipping into the shade Rilgar in the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to be blending out the outer part of the eyeshadow we just put on. I honestly don't know if what I'm about to say sounds really dumb, but I only recently learned by myself that the lighter you are blending, the better the eyeshadow blends out. Like the lighter you are with your like brush, the better it turns out. I'm extremely heavy-handed, like I'm not very delicate when it comes to things like this, and I used to always like blend really harshly and wondered why my eyeshadow looked bad, and now I'm like a lot more gentle, and now I realise that was why it never looked good. I'm just going to take a clean fluffy brush and just kind of blend out what we've already done. Once you think you've blended enough, keep blending because it's never enough. Never enough. Never, never. I'm gonna take the clean fluffy brush again and just blend all of that out. Make sure in the crease that both colors are blended in together nicely. I literally love like red tones, orange tones. Now I'm gonna carve out like a little bit of my lid with the P. Louise base again, just so that we have a base to put some sparkles on, because it's not Christmas without sparkles. I'm just gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna take my pinky finger first and kind of blend it out. And then I'm gonna take the brush and just blend that out even more. Right, I'm gonna go in with the shade Primavera in the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm gonna take a flat brush, but it's like a fluffy brush. And then I'm gonna get the brush that we put the first shade on our lids with and blend this all out. The eyeshadow on the lid is basically done. Like I said, this is gonna be a really easy look. We use 3 eyeshadows. Next, I'm going to do some winged eyeliner on my eyes. I use the Primark Tulip Tip eyeliner in black. This stuff is okay. I go over it with a black eyeshadow because it's not quite, you know, but it does the job, and I really like the pen. So now the eyeliner is done, I like to dip back into the Sofa X palette by Revolution, and I like to use the shade Reputation on a really flat, thin brush. I like to just dip into that and then just go over the eyeliner. So now that the eyeshadow and eyeliner are done, I like to put some lashes on before I start with the face makeup. I don't know where these lashes are from. I'm really sorry. As soon as I got them, I literally just threw the packaging away, which was not a clever move from me. But these are really pretty. I think I just got them off Amazon, so you can probably find them. They were in a pink packaging, if that helps. So yeah, I'm just going to put lashes on. I am not the best at putting lashes on. I get a little bit frustrated when they don't go on first time, but luckily I'm a very patient person, so I just let the lashes get a little tacky. Oh, that went on quite well. Yes, Poppy. Yes, Queen. Oh my goodness. Boom. Wow. Today's going to be a good day. There we go, I did the lashes with very minimal stress. Right, now we can move on to face makeup, my favourite part. For foundation, I like to use the Ordinary Colours Coverage Foundation. This is their high coverage foundation. I use it in the shade 21P. So, I think I'm going to put a little bit more foundation just on my cheek area, just because I am quite red in the lower half of my face. I just like to make sure that I'm covered there. Obviously, very much preference dependent. Okay, now on to concealer. We're going to be using the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This is in the shade CO.7. This stuff, when I say is industrial, it is industrial. This stuff is full darn coverage. I do like quite a bit under my eyes, just because I'm quite dark under my eyes recently. I haven't been sleeping too well. No reason particularly, but I just haven't been sleeping as well. And that is now showing on my face. I like to go for concealer that is lighter. I feel like most people do nowadays, just because it brightens and really like defines certain parts of your face. I feel like everyone this year is getting in the festive spirit super early this year, and I'm not complaining. I'm never usually like a festive gal, but this year, ever since meeting Els, I have literally just, he loves Christmas, and since being around him so much and him loving Christmas, it's kind of rubbed off on me, and I'm not complaining. I actually am proper in the Christmas mood this year, and I'm kind of living for it. So yeah, that's down to Els, because he has brought the Christmas spirit back to my life. So I like to bring some colour back to my face. I like to use my very, very loved Cover FX contour kit. I use the darker shade in this. I really need to get a new one because I'm not even going to show this palette, it's embarrassing. I'm just going to blend this out on the outer perimeters and like where we'd contour, and just blend in the concealer just so it's less harsher on the edges of where we put it. And then I take a little bit down my nose. Next, we've got to set the makeup. I like to use the Urban Decay Slick powder. If you know me, you know this powder is literally everything. This keeps my makeup in place perfectly all day, and it's just so good. If you want something that is full coverage yet translucent and keeps your makeup on all day, then this is the powder for you. Powder done. Next, we are going to bronze. I recently made a little purchase, a little gift from me to me, because I really needed a new bronzer, because the bronzers I was using just, honey, they just weren't doing it for me. So I got recommended the Revolution bronzer. This is their Ultra Sculpt Contour Kit in Ultra Fair. This bronzer is literally the perfect shade. I'm not even gonna lie about it. It's literally beautiful. I also love the highlight and the blush in it, so really, who's winning? But I just take this where you normally take bronzer. All around. Whenever I do like bronzer or contour, I always have to like pull back my face. Next, I move on to eyebrows. For eyebrows, I like to use my Revolution. It's just their brow pencil, but it has a spoolie on one end and then the pencil on the other. I have never used a brow pencil before, but I really like this. It's super easy to blend out. It's not too harsh, and I really like how the pencil makes my brows look now. I brush them down so I can really define the shape. I just take this really lightly, like so, and then I just blend that out. That's what I do with the corner. I'm just going to go ahead and do this side. So now that I've done the outer bit of my brows, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest. I just kind of do it really naturally. So I'm going to go do that off camera and then I'll be back. So now that the brows are on, and I think looking quite nice, I'm going to finish the eye look with some eyeshadow under the eyes and some mascara. I'm going to be going in with the Safe X Revolution palette one more time. I'm going to be taking the brush and I'm going to dip into the shade Cheesecake from her palette and just lightly run this under my eyes, like so. And then I'm going to wax some mascara on over my lashes and on my bottom lashes. Do you know what? I got mascara on my eyeshadow. Right, now mascara is done, I'm going to clear up my multiple mistakes and then I'll be back. Next, for a bit of highlight, I'm going to be using the Revolution palette. I'm also going to be using the blush from there, so I'm going to crack on and do that. The highlight is so nice in this palette. The thing I like about it is not too in your face. It's really like a gentle highlight, but still pow. Works really nice with this look because the eyeshadow's quite dark and a little bit more full on than my usual look. Then it's nice to just go for a bit more of a subtle look on the face. I like to take a little bit of highlight on my forehead, down my nose, cupid's bow and chin. And then we're going to use the blush, like I said, from this palette. Just dip into this. I like to go with one more face product. This is my Wet n Wild blush in the shade Mellow Wine. This is literally my favourite blusher ever. I like to use this to contour a bit as well as blush. It's just a really nice warm shade. As you can see, it's just literally emphasised the cheekbone. I like to take a little bit around my forehead too, a little bit on the nose, chin, and the face is done. Next, I like to line my lips. I just go in with one of the Wood Pencil lip liners. This is in one of their darker shades. It doesn't have a shade, but this is just like a really neutral, dark-ish brown. For lipstick, I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills mini lipstick. This is in the shade Spice. It's such a nice wintry shade, and I like to put this all over my lips. This is such a wintry shade and I love it, and it goes perfectly with the eyeshadow look. So this is my winter Christmassy makeup look for you guys. thank you all so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video and got a little inspo for your wintry makeup this year. If you did like this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that post notification bell. You know the drill. And until next time guys, don't forget to stay groovy and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.